Hey, I'm Smooth and I'm about to answer some questions for Fresh before I go and kill. No, wait. Hey, this is Smooth and I'm about to answer some questions for Fresh before I go smash it.
Nice.
Confident, you know? My first one was when my friend took me to a party which I first wasn't sure I really wanted to go, but then I decided to go. Which was in Metelkova in Ljubljana, which is a very good club for drum and bass. And that was the first time I heard drum and bass, and I immediately love it because I believe you have to hear it on the dance floor to really get into it. Actually, it wasn't a week later that I started making music myself. So, you know, it was actually the ambient at that club that captured me, and I was just like, I want to make this stuff. My goal was always, because in Slovenia at the time it was quite hard to break through, you know, as an artist, because obviously there's always British people who are the closest to all the biggest label as well. So it took me quite, like, I think about 5 years of music making to actually sign my first contract with Viper Recordings. I don't know, it's listening to other music, listening to other genres. Basically, I don't know, maybe sometimes I will just watch something on TV and hear like a sound that was used in a commercial or whatever, and I'm gonna be like, I can hear something and I need to go in the studio and actually, you know, kind of convert my idea into a product, into a song. Or sometimes I'll hear a really good tune and I'll be like, I want to make something like this. I don't know, but I think it's good to be open to different genres of music, so you can develop your own style, own kind of sound in your own genre, which always helps influencing from like other music, like punk, rock, whatever, you know, pop, whatever ticks your box, you know. I think it's really important to be open to a lot of music to get, you know, the idea of where you want to go with your own music at the end of the day. I don't know, I always had idols in my own music. Because it kind of helps you to push forward, to push yourself forward. I don't know, for instance, I always felt like Tantrum Desire, they have really, really good sound. And he's actually my idol. You know, I played with him 2 weeks ago and we actually were talking about doing a collab. So, and then obviously, I don't know, people like Sub Focus, especially his latest album, which is already, I think, 2 to 3 years old, but the production and the way he pulls it off, I think there's not a lot of people that can do that. Basically, like I was really, it took me a while to get from CDs to USB sticks. And I think last year in Germany where I was playing, I was using still CDs. And the CDJs were mixed, so like the left one was on the left, the second right was on the complete right, and the rightest was in the middle. So while I was playing, I actually took out the CD that was playing, and that's basically the worst thing that can happen to a DJ. But yeah, luckily I had an MC who saved it. He was like, yeah, rewind, and that was it. Yeah, sure. The one that is my favorite from my own music is Tinnitus. It's called Tinnitus. It's from my latest EP on Viper. It's because it's, for me, a very different track. It's got a really heavy bass and sort of minimalistic drums, which I'm not used to. I always like a pounding snare and a hard kick. And this was like one of the rare tracks that I made that didn't have those elements, but it still kind of delivers the power on the dance floor. So that's why I think it's my favorite tune. My worst tune, which was luckily never released, but it was uploaded on YouTube like I think 7 years ago. It was called Treasure. Funny enough, people really loved it because my friend put it on YouTube who didn't have any followers, and it got like, I don't know, I think 200,000 views, which was kind of wow. But at the same time I was like, I hate this track, you know? So it was like sort of, a lot of people asked me when's that coming out. And actually I was like, I think 2 to 3 years ago, I was just like, well, I'm just gonna give it to them if they want it, you know. always seen my future after drum and bass, that I wanted to compose music for cinema, for movies. But it's there's a lot more musicality going on there than in just normal, you know, dance floor tracks or pop tracks or whatever. So it would take me a lot of time, but that's definitely the goal for the future. That's what I want to do when I get older. As well, from my telekinesis productions, I often, you know, say to Marco, we need to do something cinematic here because there's a big drop and we need to do, you know, like a big intro to it. Mango. I love mango. Yeah, everything. Mango is my favorite fruit in the world. You could literally put it in a pancake. You could put it anywhere. I just love it, mango. Yeah, that's a good question, by the way. Hey, this is Smooth, and you're watching the Fresh Podcast. What was the second one?